Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Fielded in the end zone. It's Woods. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. Hand it off for a draw. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. No chance to catch it. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of a rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Automatic in the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. An inside give now from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Escapes the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. 1st and goal. A great chance to answer that opening touchdown. Now they run a draw play. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
A solid 1st down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. And they finish it off here on 2nd and goal. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype, the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
Guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They're going to run it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great way to set up his offense here.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. 2nd down play coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. And the Aztecs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
The Aztecs will line up here on first down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down.
UTSA 7.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
They bring it down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. And the Roadrunners pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. The Roadrunners come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. And looking to throw now on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. And the quarterback dropping back. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. And the Aztecs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Snags the quick throw. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Aztecs. This quarterback on fire today.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the UTSA offense back out there. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Breaking free at the 35. That'll pick up a first down out at the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the Roadrunners will crank up the tempo. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
2nd down after the incompletion. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, San Diego State. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Woods. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. UTSA offense is back out on the field now. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick-6. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Finds room at the 30. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. And the Roadrunners will come to the line to run the hurry out. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. 1st and 10 play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for the wide out. Grab down the middle. It's Henderson. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. The Roadrunners have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Going to try to use his legs here. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense. 1st and goal from the 10. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's 3rd and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But they got to be thinking about a touchdown here. And I know it's 4th down, but because of the hole that they've dug themselves here in this 1st half, you got to consider taking a chance here and putting a touchdown up on the board. I think it's worth it.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to throw it deep. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, UTSA. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception. And I love that he's got the speed in the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Ball handed off. Finding some room at the 25. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This will likely be the last play of the half. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Roadrunners will kick this away to begin the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Here's the second down play. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Defense is coming after him. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
They'll run it from the gun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's 2nd down here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. They put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. He's running out of time here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that's exactly what the coach, I'm sure, talked about there at halftime, is the defense is going to be out there on the field first. We're down in this football game. We got to get pressure on this offense, come up with some plays, and get the ball back to our offense. And that's exactly what they have a chance to do now.
The offense will go for it on this 4th down near midfield. Defense not pressing this time. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Lets it go quickly. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Important second down play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. So now it's third and short from the plus 24. Could be four-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. Direct snap to the back. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now pass from the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. The Aztecs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. He lets it go. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Across midfield. The 30. At the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And this playoff game is suddenly tied on, of all things, a defensive touchdown.
Boy, you look around the stadium, a bid to get to the national championship on the line, and the momentum switches from one direction to the other. Not just a turnover, but a turnover and a score. All of a sudden, we got a new game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. San Diego State offense on the field now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. Can they recover from that right now? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. And the Aztecs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to pull it down and run. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's brought down out at the 46. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Try and muscle for the first down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he finds his target. He has the first. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Well, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game with your quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
UTSA 28.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Roadrunners offense back out on the field now. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Pitches to the back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down, 8.
Receiver in motion now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The Aztecs are in the red zone. And there's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short game. Begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this 3rd down. Press coverage now from the secondary. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Running back has it on a screen now. They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a 1st down. Good call on that screen play.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Off target and incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And now the handoff. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for him. Dump off caught by the running back. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down mark.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this 3rd down to keep them short of the 1st down. Now it's 4th down, and an interesting decision for this offense with the lead. Do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Handoff in a single back formation. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. They'll run it to the left. Look at him run through those tacklers. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he drops back in the gun. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. And the Roadrunners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. The Roadrunners come to the line in the hurry up. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Pressure is coming. Breaks loose at the 40. And moves the ball to the 35. Another 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Roadrunners. This offense really clicking.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down one now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Aztecs offense back on the field now. Remember last time, North corner 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
2nd down after that previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
1st and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, UTSA, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. Your defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
Returner decides to fair catch this. The San Diego State offense back out there. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? 1st down. Looking to throw the football. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Intercepted. Picked off by the defense. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's They're trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.